Renee Box Young, what is going on? So, news is spreading like wildfire. And I think a lot of people know by now that, Devin Haney vacated his titles at 135 to seek greatness. All due respect to Devin Haney, seeking to become a two-time world champion, undisputed at 135, obviously. And, his fight with Regis Prograis, by the time you hear this, maybe they already fought. This depends on when the time, when you hear this video. But, that's not but respect to Devin Haney, definitely. And now it looks like information's coming out that, Gervonta Tank Davis, I think everybody knows that, at 135, Gervonta Tank Davis is a regular, the secondary titles, man, regular champ, WBA champ at 135. So it's possible. It's possible that he'll get the real champion, whatever they freaking call it, super champ or whatever they call it for the WBA. We've seen this happen, and I think in other sanctioning bodies, I just don't remember. I think Tim Tszyu, he got the belt, up at 54. You got, Jerome Ennis, he also got a belt. I forgot which one, but you know what I'm trying to say here. That's where fans out there call these fighters email champs or whatever. But now this is my thing on this. I want this is Gervonta Tank Davis opportunity to really clean out 135. Some time ago, years ago, maybe I can say years plural. A lot of people were calling the fighters at 135 the Four Horsemen or whatever they call them. Whatever they called them. And they didn't fight each other really. The only fight we got was Teofimo versus freaking Lomachenko, man. So now all these guys are scattering around. They're scattering around. Gervonta Tank Davis moves up, he moves down, he does whatever he wants, and I get it. But this is my thing on it. My eyes are kind of, I say kind of because, Gervonta is Gervonta, his superiors or whatever, they guide him. He seems more of a prize fighter. I think I mentioned this some time ago. He's more of a prize fighter, he just fights for the big checks, and I know it's debatable. A lot of people may say, oh, he has a legacy behind him and stuff like that. I wouldn't really necessarily say it's a legacy. He has fought, mind you, legitimate fighters, but I want to see him clean out the division according to the hype that's around Gervonta Tank Davis, according to the skill set, the talent, the power, blah, blah, blah. I think he's at a wonderful opportunity right now. If they do elevate him, or even if they don't elevate him, if the WBA does not elevate him as a true champ or whatever they call it, receiving that belt from, Devin Haney's previous champ status as far as WBA is concerned, he can clean out, unify, and do great things at 135. But will he do it? I don't think so. I don't know. It's hard to say. Only these guys know. Only these guys know. You can't really trust in sources, really. Only these guys know. What I mean by these guys is freaking Gervonta Tank Davis himself and Mayweather and his handlers. Yeah, I know a lot of people that say, oh, well, he's a free agent or he's not under Mayweather anymore. I mean, they're side by side, man. They're shoulder to shoulder. They rub shoulders, man, with Ellerby. These guys are the ones that, influenced Gervonta Tank Davis and his decisions and what he's going to do next. And it's not a secret that, Gervonta Tank Davis, they're more focused on the star status stuff, prize fights, money-making fights, and I get it. Hey, it's respectable. But I'm more of a fan that likes to see legacy fights. And this is why I'm mentioning this, that Gervonta Tank Davis, man, he has it all. He has it all to really clean out 135, fight these names, because all these fighters, man, that's a trip. Very interesting, information. It's not a surprise, though. Devin Haney, vacating those titles at 135, it's no surprise. I don't think anybody thought he would move back down to 135, even though people out there would say, yo, Devin Haney should fight so-and-so at 135. And, I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to go down 135 again, definitely after, moving up 140 now to fight Regis and all that stuff. So, got some great names at 135 still. And I think that Gervonta Tank Davis, man, he should clean it out. But I don't necessarily think he'll go for that. I don't think he'll necessarily go for that. I'm not sure, man. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know. Mayweather some time ago, he said it time and time again. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going to quote it word by word, but Mayweather, when it comes to, when he would be asked about, just certain questions out there in interviews, there's a multitude of them out there. He would say like something along the lines of legacy legacy doesn't feed your grandchildren or something. So, that's what I'm saying. That's the mindset that's the mindset that he has, and that's the influence I feel that Gervonta Tank Davis has, receives in his career, in the trajectory of his career, as well as Ellerbe, obviously. So they got that mindset going on there. But this would be fantastic. This would be fantastic. Imagine it. Gervonta Tank Davis versus freaking Frank Martin, come on, get it on. You know what I'm saying? And these guys at 135, man, these, top-notch contenders, mandatories for those belts up there, they're going to be fighting, man, for these belts. It's going to be interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't see when they were, hyping all up the whole four horsemen or whatever they called it, like I said earlier, at 135 some time ago. They didn't fight each other, so that's sad. But still, there's some great fights that can still be made at 135. We'll see what happens next, man, at 135, generally speaking, and with Gervonta Tank Davis. Another thing about that is that, he's low-key, man. He never really talks. If it's not Twitter wars, he's not really talking. It's very low-key, and, last fight he had was, against Ryan Garcia, not really active. Because of the paychecks, man. The paychecks are nice, and he doesn't have to be active. That's another thing there. But, we'll see what happens next, man, with Gervonta Tank Davis at 135. We'll see, man. Renee Boxian, peace.